Yo, what's going on, man? It's your boy, Vari. And we are back on the You Know What It Is podcast, man. Today I got Jonez and Bobby Gunnz with me today.
Hey.
The Scholaz. You heard? So today we're going to tap in with the music. We're going to talk a little bit about the hot seat with Jonez. And yeah, we're going to get into it, man. First things first, thank you guys for coming through, showing love.
Yeah, no problem, no problem.
Where you guys from?
Born and raised.
Born and raised?
Born and raised.
That's what I'm talking about, man.
Yes,
I think everybody
West
besides Willie and fucking Jamar, and this one, I was born and raised here.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? Much respect, man.
Yes, indeed.
What guys got you guys into the whole rapping and starting the movement?
Guns?
For me, the love of music. You know what I'm saying? I grew up in a house where, you know, my grandma worked during the week, but on the weekends, we had R&B, rhythm and blues, you know, all kind of different eclectic types of music and stuff like that. So I couldn't sing, to be honest with you. I wasn't, Michael Jackson or nothing like that.
Right.
So I had to find a way to express my musical talent. Like, I had it. I knew which way it was. You know what I'm saying? I just had to figure out how to express it. And rap, when NWA came out, like, really, like, grabbed me. Like, I was listening to rap before then, but NWA is like, you can do it. That's when I felt like, oh, yeah, I'm going to do this.
I feel you. So, when did you guys come together, and are you guys related, or when did you guys meet?
Blood couldn't make us no closer, but no, we're not blood related.
Got you.
But that's my brother since I was in the 3rd grade. We became friends.
Feel that.
It wasn't no beef or nothing like that. Like, we were just good friends. And of course, we like the ladies. So the ladies, the ladies was always involved. We always be like, hey, man, she bad, whatever, as a kid. You know what I mean? I remember one specific girl, shout out AB. You know who that is.
Yes, indeed.
Everybody was in love with AB, you feel me? But anyway, yeah, man, we connected at that time, and we were just friends. And, you know, Bobby is 2 years older than me, so I looked up to him at a point in time in my life, you know what I'm saying? They had a clique called DAP, Down As Players. And that was something I wanted to be a part of, because I felt like I was a player, little player or whatever, you know?
Yes, sir.
And it was like brotherhood, protection, you know, things of that nature, because when you're going from 8th grade to 9th grade, man, you might need a little help.
Yeah.
You know, because they be trying to front on the freshmen.
Yep.
But I was popular, man. I was always known, so I didn't get picked on like that. It's funny that girls used to pick on me. You know what I'm saying? And you find out they really like you.
Boy, that's all it is, man. Find out that you just the one.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
So that was it. But my start in music, man, I started writing lyrics when I was 9 and, you know, trying to get my vocals up. My auntie was a singer, so I began to sing. And then I became a rapper kind of middle school, and I became a recording artist in high school.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what studios and stuff like that were y'all tapped into in the early times, or were y'all strictly out of the crib trying to figure this out on your own?
One of the first studios I went to, it wasn't even to record. I've never recorded there, but to get my CDs created. I forgot what the name of that's called. It's not distribution, but anyway, to get them made, I went to Digital Insight. I got my first run of real CDs with the print on them from Digital Insight.
Okay.
And you walk in there and you see plaques on the wall and Missy Elliott, DMX, you know, things like that. They were recording there, and that's on Maryland Parkway. You know what I'm saying? And so, but previously, yeah, I was with DEA, which is Derek, Eric, and Antonio, and that's the first studio I recorded in, and I made my first song, Pimp Shit. I rap about that PM shit, that player shit, that gangster regulators, that you can feel me with. Yeah, I rap. And I did that, and then I think I had 2 verses, if I'm not mistaken, but it may have been 1 or 2 verses, and then other people wanted to be on it. So that was the actual first song that I made, and it was dope. And then we began to have some high school beef because Eric had something to say about me. I'm like, well, why would he record it? But he was like, he too aggressive on it. If he smoothed it out, it'd be this, that, and the third. But he was telling others that and not me.
Right.
And I'm like, bro, you're my engineer. Like, I'm recording with you. Why you just didn't tell me that?
Exactly.
And then we had beef. And so I went to another studio, made records. They made their records. They had their shirts. I had my crew. You feel me? But it was music beef. But it could have, it could have been a little real.
Escalated into something else.
But at the same time, it's because I'm popular. Like, I'm getting love from it. And now you got something to say. But I'm bringing people to your studio, you feel me, to record or whatever. But that was in high school, man, and I printed my own CDs then and pushed them out. at school. You feel me? Like I knew it was something tangible because it was just those were the times where you can really get people to hear it through word of mouth by passing out your CDs.
Facts.
And the first person that gave me $5 for it, I was like, I could make money off this. You feel me? And then that's when real like crushes came because they like, he really do this thing. You feel me? So that's how that happened, bro. One of my homegirls watching now, she know the story. Shout out to Rika Russian, man.
So taking it from high school to where you're at now, I know you were saying that you had a little bit of beef and stuff like that. Do you guys not allow that to get in the way anymore? Because I've been seeing like you guys have a bunch of collabs on this recent album that you got right now. Well, not a bunch, but
no, not a bunch.
It looks like about 3.
Yes,
It's like about 3. So is the collabing thing in the city, is that something that y'all are looking towards doing, or staying away from it, just keeping it into the circle?
I think I've worked with a lot of people, you know what I mean? And so my last couple solo projects, bro, I ain't got no features on them, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then when he and I got together, I think that was enough for us to be together again in a group.
Right.
You know what I mean? Shout out D. Mees as well. He's watching. He just dropped his album, Voice of the Streets, produced by Hell Gang Hitty, but we grew up with him too. So when it comes to like features going forward, it has to be relational.
Yeah.
And then you got to be working, man. If you're not working,
I like that word.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't got nothing really to show for your catalog or career. I'm going to push you forward to get that feature from me. You know what I mean? And plus, I'm like a coach. You feel me? I'm a consultant.
Yeah.
So it's like if you want to show me that you working and you want to get some game from me and you put that game to work, and I see that you're doing that, then I'll give you the feature. You feel me? But if you're not doing all that, you're probably gonna have to pay for it. Cause I still want to see you work when you got the feature from me. Like we're doing the video, we're gonna step out and do a show. You know what I mean? I got a couple cats that want that right now, and it's like, no, you gotta work first.
Yeah.
I couldn't just jump in the game and get a feature from nobody because they want you to pay your dues. That's a part of paying dues.
Yeah, well, I'm doing features, man. You know what I'm saying? Tap in with Gunnz, Bobby Gunnz 702. I'm trying to touch every beat I can, but I'm just like a fanatic like that, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I hit him up all the time, and he's like, man, I'm not really trying to go to the studio to record. Let's go and do this or do that And I'm like, man, I got another song right now. I got 2 of them right now. Let's go. You know what I'm saying?
Just lock in your head.
Yeah, bro. I keep it. It's like bursting out of me all the time. So that's why I'm like, features ain't tripping.
But that's people hitting him for features. You
Right.
feel me? Like, what about people coming to us and wanting to feature on our
Oh
song?
yeah, no, man, you gotta work, man.
See, but that's okay. So the way that you look at the work, though, are you just checking out the Instagram and stuff like that, and you're just like trying to see actually, what products are you putting out? How much music has been actually made? Are you actually putting money towards getting videos and stuff made like that? Is that something that you guys are actually looking for? Yeah, because in the same way that y'all are looking at that for an artist to even just work with you, get in a studio with you, I look at that in the same way for podcasting.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? I see a lot of artists, they just come out, 200 followers or whatever. Yo, I just dropped this song, and this is their first song. Let me come on a pod to do what?
Yeah.
know
And
what I
see,
mean?
but I personally can't treat my show like that, right? Which I commend you. Do that, please, right? Because it gives you a category.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like you can't go on, you know what it is, unless you got work up under your belt, right?
For real.
So
Exactly.
you can work up to that interview. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
But for me, I want everybody to come across the table. So when things go kaboom,
Right.
you know what I'm saying?
You were the starting point.
Yeah, or they came across my table and now you can't. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm unreachable. You know what I'm saying? But you do have that one interview with me when you when you had the chance. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's like I want people to invest in themselves. So if you do got 200 followers and you only got 10 views or something, right? But you put money towards the podcast. You put money towards my radio show. Okay, you're investing in yourself.
Right.
Which in turn invests in me, which in turn puts the platform where it needs to be so more people can come on the show.
True.
Because I got a playlist, you know what I mean? I play music and music videos on my show. I do commercials, sponsored ads, stuff like that. Invest in yourself, and I'm going to put you out through my platform. So, yeah, I want people to come across the table, man, and invest in themselves with it because a lot of people, they want it to be free, but it's not.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I make different ways for you to still get on the show if you don't have the full amount that I'm asking for.
For real.
I feel you. Well, before we even pivot to that, let's go ahead and jump into let's go ahead and jump into the music. You know what I'm saying? So the Scholaz dropped. When did this actually drop?
January 30th, 2022.
January 30th.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we actually dropped 3 projects on one day. We dropped we call it our little basic hashtag is 36 and 12.
Yeah. This is gonna be my first listen.
Okay.
And I actually like doing this. I like to be able to come in fresh and have fresh ears on it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. This already sounds like I could throw them in the whip, and I got 10s in the back.
Okay.
So you know what I'm saying? This is gonna bump.
Yes, sir.
Itty beats.
I be looking for certain, because a lot of artists don't work with, I think, quality producers now. You know what I'm saying? Or they don't even try to look for them. I've been listening to a lot of the artists that are on the playlist. They work with this producer, Quick made it.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm. And,
shout out.
All of his shit, I feel like be slapping in the car. You know what I'm saying? And this is my introduction to Hell Gang Hitty, and already I need to go check out the catalog. You
yes,
know what I'm
sir.
saying? For you guys, I like that y'all are actually working with somebody who is, putting in the time, because this name has been somebody that I've been hearing around the city a lot.
Facts.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna keep it real. You may have heard of Hitty Beat and didn't know it was his.
Oh, that's a fact. That's a fact. I'm pretty sure he.
But I'll take that introduction credit. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man.
I sure will. Yeah, Hitty did a lot of the production on the Scholaz album. He did 11 out of the 12 tracks on my album.
I can't tell you the number, but he did a lot on my album, and he probably engineered a lot more. You know what I mean? So he's a dope engineer, bro. Like,
so is he just the engineer, or does he actually get on?
Oh no, he'll make a beat right in front of you in 15 minutes.
He's our engineer and producer, and then he got a few features too. You know what I'm saying? Like this song, you hear him in the background. Ooh, ooh. At the end, he's like, "That's my brother." You feel me? Gotcha. To spice up the song. Mm-hmm. One other song we got called "Fight with You." Neither one of us could get the chorus sounding right. You feel me? Bobby Gunnz is a writer for sure, and he wrote "Fight with You," and neither one of us could get our octave right or the sound right. He like, man, watch out. Got in there, boom. Then we got the feature from him, man, like that.
Sometimes that's what it takes, is the producer just jumping in and being like, yo, I got it.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, even if you look at a Travis Scott, you know what I'm saying? Produced for so many people, produced for Kanye and shit like that. Mm-hmm. And we didn't even know. Nope. And then he comes out with some shit. It's like, oh, damn, I remember hearing, you know what I'm saying? Yep. So it's like, that's going to be that same flow. I love seeing producers getting different bags and jumping in the booth like that.
Yeah, man. We give Hitty his roses every interview, man. It's hard not to. The way his work ethic and the things that he do with the production, the engineering and all that, man, we have to salute every time, bro.
Bro, Hitty is like I say, man, he's a wizard with them fingers, man. Hitty fingers, bro, because that's what you're using. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And doing your thing, man. Like, I just see his hands moving and doing different things, and then he'll close his eyes and just listen and see what else is needed. And you know, he may be on the game, right, during your session, right?
Yeah.
But he gonna make sure that when you lead a session, you wouldn't even think that he ever played the game.
Yeah. Right.
You feel me? So you know how to split his attention. You know what I mean? And he's still whooping their heads in the game too.
Yeah, I like that shit. Man. I like that shit.
Yeah, he whooping heads and making platinum tracks at the same time.
That's a fact,
man. So where are y'all recording that now?
That's where we at.
Hitville.
Oh, okay.
Hitville. That's it for now, man. Like, once we got in there, because we recorded That's My Brother there. That was our first song together in years. Because again, we just used to be Bobby Gunnz and Icy Jones.
Yep.
Okay.
And we had one album called 365 Days a Year. You feel me? 365 Days a Year.
Yep.
And we haven't like made a full project in years together, just me and him. So I said, man, if we come together, because I'm known for being a gospel rapper, Christian rapper. So I'm like, if we come together, bro, like, it's got to be right. So finally, 2021, it was right. And he said, we're going to Hitman. I'm like, cool. I've been wanting to work with him anyway. We got there, bro. He was very affordable, very understanding, and created the beat from thin air, because I was like, I asked him, like, have you ever had a relationship like with a friend you call brother, right? and y'all may have gotten to it or whatever, but then y'all got through it and y'all still brothers, you feel me? He like, hell yeah, you feel me? I'm like, I need something like that, some, West Coast, like, boom. And that's when that's my brother, and that's my brother, you feel me? And from there, bro, we did it. He cussed in the first song, being himself. You know what I mean? I'm like, bro, we can't do it like that. But we'll keep that. We're just gonna edit it out, you feel me?
Gotcha.
He's like, no problem, bro. Like, I wish you would have told me that before, you feel me? And I was like, no, we're not gonna change it. It's gonna be dope to blank it out, you feel me? Like, it just is. So from there, bro, we just went and kept going. He kept making songs. Like he said earlier.
The work don't stop, man.
It don't stop, bro.
Oh, man,
But at the same time, like, I'm like the business man, you feel me? Not to say that he's not, because he's with whatever, you feel me? But that's what I be on, networking, grinding, putting it together, like, what we gonna take this song to, like, who we gonna sit down with, like, what we gonna perform at, like, what, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we can keep creating, but we need a fan base to know who he and I are, you feel
Got
me?
you.
Because they know me, but like, let's get everybody to know who you are. And there's people who know him who don't know me. And then we got fans from way back that we need to bring them back and say, oh, they together.
Yeah.
And then they questioning, like, how? Like, Icy is a gospel rapper.
Hey, I'm gonna keep it real, but that's my brother video has been pulling them right back in. Like,
Yeah.
for real, it's crazy, but it's been pulling a lot of people from the past that know me and him from being little bad kids running around the neighborhood, terrorizing people, being horrible. Those same people are tapping in like, man, we see you and we love it. We love what y'all doing. That's dope. We happy to see you keep grinding. You know what I'm saying?
And that's the thing, like, the first song had to be That's My Brother, bro.
Yeah.
Like, that's how I felt, because it's been so long.
Yeah.
But this my brother, like, without music, he's still my brother.
Yes,
You feel me?
indeed.
And that's just what it is, you feel me? We've been through life together, man. The ups and downs, the smiles and frowns, I ain't rocking with Jonez right now, you feel me? Like, and that ain't happening forever, so we good. Just what they call them checks when you call on somebody? The health check or whatever,
Yeah.
but, you know,
Wellness check.
Wellness check.
Yeah.
Those calls get through to just check on the family. So we've been doing that for years, and he been antagonizing me to get in the booth with him and make music and just rap. Because last couple albums that I've had, you didn't know if I'm, hip hop or a Christian rapper, and I just told him, bro, it's just me. You feel me? Like, I'm being me, still repping Christ, just different. Cause I'm not Lecrae, I'm not Seven, I'm not Bizzle, I'm not Andy Mineo.
Right.
I'm Icy Jonez, and this is the way I convey my message about, Christ and how I live my life. You feel me?
So did all of that start when you was didn't you say your grandma was a singer?
No, my aunt.
Your aunt.
Yeah.
So did all of it, was she in the church primarily?
My whole family Christians. I don't think nobody in my family doesn't believe in God like that. Some may be like, yeah, but I think differently about it. But for the most part, we was raised Christians, like believers in Christ. So
I feel you.
yeah, my aunt was. But no, her music was R&B music.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Her first 3 songs, it was a maxi single, and I was very inspired. Because once I seen her face on the cover of a tape, I was like, wait a minute, we can do this right here? Like, we ain't got to go to Hollywood? Like,
Nope.
we ain't got to go to New York? We can do it right here in Vegas. You know what I mean? So, and it's crazy because that same engineer and producer ended up being my engineer, years later.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Look at how that shit worked.
Crazy.
Full circle, man.
Full circle. And rest in peace to Silky D, man. All love to you, baby.
Yes, indeed.
So let's go ahead and talk about the hot seat, man.
Wait, you subconsciously you hearing it. What you think what you hear?
Oh, the songs?
Yeah.
Bro, this shit is good.
Yeah.
Like, I came in because just like you're saying, you were a gospel rapper. I thought that this was about to be, because I used to listen to gospel music like Grits and shit like that. So like my dad, he wanted me to, he had to turn the camera. He was like, yeah, you listen to some Grits. Yeah, but my dad, he put me onto that stuff because I remember when I was real young, like we used to just like we would go to football games and stuff like that, but he would only play like Snoop and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So then I guess he got to a point where he was like, I can't just be in here with my son listening to strictly, hardcore gangster music all the time.
Yeah.
So he switched it up. He was like, look, it's still got a vibe, it's still got a flow, it's still got this. So I was like, but they're just talking about this. So I'm like, all right, bet. but I haven't heard a lot of gospel rappers in a long time since that. So I was thinking that this was gonna be that, but it was different, and I am actually surprised, and I vibe with this shit. So I definitely will have this on the playlist. We're gonna have another playlist coming out soon for all of the first quarter, second quarter, everybody who's been dropping. So I definitely want to put some of y'all music on there for sure if y'all will let me.
You got it, man. And like we say, it's 3 albums. Rough Around the Edges is mine.
I'm gonna check them out.
You feel me? And On Granny Name is Gunnz, man. Right now, y'all listening to Scholar music by the Scholars, but and we wanted to brand, bro. Like you'll see the owls.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You'll see the L and the V from our fingers. You feel me?
Yes, sir.
And just really Scholar Gunnz, Scholar Jones, and the Scholars. Like we have to brand, but that was our logo way back then.
Right.
You feel me? But we never got it digitized because we came into a whole new world. We talking 05,
05,
06.
baby.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Our kids,
Y'all would have had the owl before Drake.
We did.
Yeah, we did.
We did. We
Yeah,
definitely did.
that's why in our owl you see the 03 at the bottom of it.
On the tassel.
I see
on
it.
the tassel.
03.
Because we had it before we ever knew who Drake was. We didn't.
That's when I started.
We didn't know Aubrey.
Singing Scholar Music
We ain't no
Productions.
Aubrey.
Yeah, we didn't. Singing Scholar Music Productions was an actual company, defunct, and now it's Scholar Music. But, bro, when I tell you, like, we've always tried to be different, and it worked, you feel me? So, very thankful, man. And I just wanted something that wasn't Bobby Gunnz and Icy Jones. Like, just give us a group name, and let's solidify that and put it in stone, like, write our name in stone, and leave a legacy like Scholars. So anyway, my bad. Let's go ahead. Talk to me.
Yeah, man. So how have you felt the reception and everything from just doing the hot seat and actually having a podcast out here in Vegas?
Reception.
Matter of fact, when did you start doing the hot seat?
The hot seat I started in like 2017.
Okay.
On Facebook Live.
Got you.
You feel me?
Was it at that same studio that you're at now?
No. It was literally on Facebook Live.
Okay.
And I would either pull up on you or you would pull up to my house and do it in my office movie room. You feel me? And that's where I was doing the interviews. It's crazy that I lost them because I never saved them to my phone like that. It was only on Facebook. So when I got hacked, I lost every interview.
Damn.
And my page. You feel me? So anyway, 2019, beginning of 2019 is when I did internet radio, and I was at Hot 702.5 FM.
Okay.
And then I left Hot 702.5 after like the pandemic, and then I went over to Room Service Radio. Room Service Radio is where I'm at now. So internet radio for 3 years. February made 3 years.
Got
Absolutely.
You.
Shout out to my first sponsors ever, which is Grits Cafe and TC's Rib Crib.
Oh, Grits boy.
Rest in peace to Sharon. You know what I'm saying? It was crazy, bro. Still don't know what happened. But anyway, those are my first 2 sponsors. Those ladies believed in me. Trina Giles of Grits Cafe and Sharon Harrell of TC's Rib Crib, man. They both believed in me just through relationships. And I want to tell everybody today, man, relationships are everything. Just in life, not just in business or music, but relationships in life are everything. God created people for us to be relational.
Oh,
you know
yeah.
What I'm saying?
Oh,
So
yeah.
That is what keeps me afloat, is my relationships. And if it wasn't for them 2 ladies, I would have had to come out of pocket. You feel me? And I feel like I don't have to come out of pocket. I got people that believe in me. They know I'm inquisitive, and they seen it already through Facebook Live. Let me holler at them. And they were the first 2. And of course, you need others to believe in you so others can follow that.
Right.
You know, the first person, second person that believe in you, bro, everybody else gonna be like, okay, I'll do it. Especially with Grits Cafe and TC's Rib Crib, prominent restaurants. Like, yeah, I got you now. You feel me? So it started rolling, bro, and I haven't had to pay for a show ever.
That's dope.
That's
dope.
amazing, bro.
Yeah,
that's
real
fucking
dope.
amazing, man. Shouts out to them. What is what's your goal with the hot seat?
I want to, first I want to be nationally syndicated, right? But I want to be on television, bro. Like, I want to take Hot Seat with Icy Jones to like a network, Fox 5, whatever, Channel 13, VH1, MTV, BT, something. I want it to be on national television, and I do want to start interviewing major people, not just artists, but like the corporate owners, the CEOs.
Everybody. You want to be Black Joe Rogan in Vegas?
I want to be the male Oprah.
Mel Oprah.
That's who I want to be.
$1 billion baby, huh?
Yeah, I want to be the male Oprah, man. I don't know if anybody actually succeeded like that, because Tyler Perry didn't start from television like that, like doing shows or nothing like that, but he is in the industry of film and entertainment. But Oprah was really on TV every day, like the soap operas, you feel me, and interviewing people of all areas of life, you feel me?
You want like a daytime.
Yeah, and giving out gifts and like, look under your seat, you know what I mean? Like she was Ellen before Ellen, you feel me? Like that's who I really like base it off of, because I ask those in-depth questions as well.
Right.
Get into your personal life, as personal as I can get on the surface level. I don't know if that makes sense, but
No, I understand completely, because there's levels to this shit, and you don't want to dive too deep with somebody that you are just meeting, because you don't know what type of triggers that will give them.
Yes.
And this world is so sensitive now, so it's like
Yes.
You just have to not tiptoe, but you have to be cautious of what you say sometimes.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't mean to make people shed tears, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But you're right, the word trigger means a lot. Like I asked a lady about her divorce and how did that work out, because there's many people watching that's been divorced or whatever.
Right.
And boom, it triggered, and she spilled the truth, but it helped others. Oh man, I watched that and it helped me get through whatever. Or it made me realize I want to keep my wife. I'm gonna change how, the dynamic of our relationship,
I understand that. Yeah.
Butter James came on, and she got a lot of dead homies. You feel me? And I was like, that's traumatic for you to have went through that. Like, how do you go through that? And she spent days at the cemetery. You feel me? And I'm like, dang, that's like a place that's in your line of like daily things to do. You feel me?
Yeah.
How did you get there? And then from there, it just broke down, because those were her best friends and the reason she rap, and you know what I mean? So I had to come around, hug her, and get her the tissue or whatever, but it wasn't on purpose. It's just, that's the in-depth about the hot seat. She like, it is hot in this ML. You feel me?
Yes, indeed.
So
Yes,
that,
indeed.
I want to take to television, man. Like, so but I do so much. It's like, at some point, I'm going to have to focus on, everything to get me to a network. So I do have my numbers. I be trying to stay on their behinds about getting my numbers, you feel me? Still got to get my numbers for Kicking It with Jonez and Skinny, because once you accumulate all that, they going to see that and be like, all right, we could take that here. Because when I first seen Kevin Hart go on the international tour, and he was like the first comedian to do that, is because of his numbers. Twitter.
Right.
Yeah.
Social media too, but Twitter.
Yep. Twitter.
He was able to do a global tour and sell out arenas.
That's a fact.
Yep.
A comedian.
Yeah.
So I'm
that
like,
thing.
okay, if I'm gonna do it, I gotta get my numbers up, and not just like the followers or whatever, but like who's viewing your show, who's listening, the audio and the visual. You know what I mean? Where at and all of that. So once I really focus on that, bro, that's where I'm headed. But right now, it's music, and I hate that some people, not everybody, some people don't like me mixing it. They don't like that I'm a rapper still. You know what I mean? And that I'm pursuing hip hop.
Yeah.
And
But you're multifaceted, and I don't understand why people can't just see that and allow you to grow in what you want to grow in.
yeah, I don't.
What Devin to do? Say, do what the you wanna do.
I don't succumb to those, people. I don't rock with that narrative. But I have to say it out loud so that the people who do rock with me, being multifaceted, can keep pushing me forward.
Gotcha.
And keep showing love, and not rock with that other narrative that I shouldn't do these different things. Because at the end of the day, man, people are the reason why I play my music on my show now. I was not playing my music or videos on my show because it wasn't about me. But they're like, no, bro, we want to hear your music. And it was more than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people. It was a nice amount of people where I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do that for y'all. And I start putting it in there. But yeah, that's the goal. Long story longer, my bad. That's the goal though, bro, is to have it on national television, and even the audio be nationally syndicated through different radio stations.
And I want to be the rude dude in the stands asking crazy questions on the TV show.
Shout out Deacon Tom Moore, man. Been with me since the beginning, 2019. Modern Word Ministries. He does the hot topic on my show, bringing that word of wisdom, that good word from the word. Because I am a believer, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So, and I do have a moral compass, and it's tailored to the teachings of Christ, you feel me? But at the end of the day, like, I let him do that, you know what I mean? While I still stay on what I got going on with the hot seat, you feel me? So
I feel it, man. That's
my sponsor.
That's good that you staying in your faith, man. I definitely I'm indifferent. You know what I mean? I did a lot of studying, and I went to a little backstory about me.
Okay.
I went to the military right after high school, and I had to learn, for myself and learn different things and study different things, and it was just a lesson for myself. But I know that everybody gets what they get out of certain things.
Facts.
So I definitely applaud everybody in their own
Yes.
followings and things like that. So
Have you ever watched Zeitgeist?
no.
The homie sent me Zeitgeist, bro. It almost shook me. But I stayed with the teachings of Christ, you feel me, as a believer. And it just worked for me, bro, because it unlocked the spiritual man inside of me to walk in the natural and still be in the spirit. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I'm not this perfect, dude. That's why it's rough around the edges. But, bro, Christ unlocked that inside of me. And then The Secret, the documentary or whatever they call it, The Secret, catapulted me into a different level in the spirit realm as well, knowing that I've been doing this stuff for years, and it just showed me like what I've been doing. You feel me?
Yeah.
So it just helped me with that. But yeah, man, Zeitgeist almost took me out of there, bro. I was like, whoa, this is crazy, because the world we live in, bro, you would think it's simulated, but it is powers that be that are working this thing like a puppet master.
Yeah, man. My thing is we floating out here on this rock by ourselves, nobody else around us, and we chose to do what?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Make everybody work to death.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This shit is crazy, but
It's people above those people. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? But then God is the God of all, and that's what I chose to believe in, like
Right.
the invisible God, the God of all.
helping
know
you
what I
walk
mean?
your path, man.
Facts.
And I'm seeing that, man. So any big things coming up with the hot seat? Any big things coming up with you guys with music this year?
Man, we just did Agenda, bro. That was pretty big. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, I did see that.
yeah, which is, one off from the Magic Convention, but to be sitting next to J. Alexander Martin, one of the owners of FUBU, was crazy to me. Like, wow. You know what I mean? Even it was a 10, 15-minute interview, it's still like, bro, I used to rock the hell out of some FUBU. You know what I'm saying? And to, be inspired by them to create my own brand, But God Situations, you feel me? The owl, bro, my Icy Jones logo, like, this came from rocking FUBU and knowing that these black men created this.
Facts.
And then Sean Nelson, Fresh, you know what I'm saying, in the lead role of The Wood, you know what I mean? Like, meeting
saw
him
that.
and Mr. Fab giving me the words of the day, you feel me? The word of the day, like, this is like what I'm looking for. I'm looking for them to be in the hot seat, you know what I'm saying? So I play it by ear. I can't tell you, like, is there anything, like, incredible happening with Hot Seat with Icy Jones outside of what, like I say, God has for me that I don't know, and then what I'm praying for and seeking, which is to be nationally syndicated on national television. But I'm not saying, like, oh, I got some things on the table. Like, that's not, you know what I mean? But that's what I'm speaking. And then with the Scholaz, we just working. I let the cat out the bag. We are working on an R&B album.
There we go.
You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty big for us. Once we start working with Hitman and I start getting laced with the auto-tune for real, I'm like, I can go back to singing. You know what I mean?
Everybody want to get that auto tune and be like, yo, I'm the man now.
But it doesn't sound, it's not heavy auto-tune. It's the way he uses my voice. Because Chris Brown used auto-tune. You know what I mean? Like Rihanna, a lot of people that can really sing use auto-tune to a level.
Yeah.
It's not like
It just helps them elevate a little bit more.
Yeah, it's not Roger Troutman, T-Pain.
Yeah, I feel you.
I ain't gonna lie to you. You gonna put this one in your car and ride with your girl to this album right here.
Fact.
Okay.
Guaranteed.
See, that's what I'm looking for,
They gonna
man.
rock to this one.
I'm looking for the vibes. Like I told you, man, I'm putting together a new playlist.
Yeah.
We definitely looking for the vibes. We looking for anything that's serenading the women. Because I felt like the first playlist was very hip hop heavy. So let's go ahead and switch it up a little bit. I want to do at least 3 playlists a year, so that way I'm hitting all the quarters. Plus, it'll be like a little special one in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
We got an event coming up. I don't know how soon this will be out, but we got an event coming up Friday, February 25th.
okay,
9 p.m. to 12 a.m., 3013 North Rancho, Suite 123. And it's a fashion show. So we got a Lucky 2 Times merch. You feel me? Um, we have Francis Montego. I just had a bag full of their stuff. Um, we got D Mees coming with his hard copies, a couple shirts he got left from Voice of the Streets. We got Sahab coming through, Isaac Brooks, you know what I mean? And we have General Population, the clothing store. And they got like the Las Vegas native clothing, Northtown, West Side, East Side type apparel. And we're gonna have some models walk the runway, you feel me? Model it out, and we're gonna have some raffles. We're gonna have a 50-50 raffle, so 50% of what's in the pot is yours. Whoever wins that, you feel me? And we're gonna have our food vendor, my partner, It's Cutter. He got his food truck, man, and he got the restaurant. So shout out to black businesses, man.
Yeah, real big,
Shout out
real
black
big.
businesses,
And
man.
all the vendors are black as well. And so, like I said, February 25th, the Scholaz will be performing.
Yeah,
Icy Jones, Bobby
We in there.
Gunnz, D Mees. We got Heavenly Management in the building. That's Abriel and Lisi Music. You feel me? They'll be doing some R&B. You feel me? Did I mention D Mees too?
Yes,
He gonna
sir.
be performing, right? So, February 25th, get at me. Flyer will be done today. It'll be out and about. You feel me? Let's go and come support the business. It ain't even about being black business so much as it is about being entrepreneurs.
Facts, man. Make sure y'all out there to support these guys. Can you let the people know where they can find you at, where they can find the music at, and how they can get in touch with getting in touch with you?
Yeah. So if you want to be on the podcast, man, my radio show, bro, Hot Seat with Icy Jones. That's Hot Seat with ICJONEZ. Again, I have my playlist. You play your audio or visual. I do sponsored ads. You can sponsor the show with an ad or a commercial ad. And I do interviews, man. So Hot Seat with Icy Jones. You spell it ICJONEZ. And then for me, man, it's Icy Jones everywhere. ICJONEZ on everything. Don't put the dots in there all the time. That's just for Facebook because I got hacked, so I couldn't keep the same name.
I feel it.
It's Icy Jones, no dots, man. Icy space JONEZ. Bobby Gunnz.
Yeah, you can find Bobby Gunnz on Facebook, Bobby Gunnz, GUNNZ, and then on every other platform is Bobby Gunnz 702, and that's GUNNZ. On Granny Name, the album dropped January 30th, man, tap in. The Scholar Music dropped January the 30th, tap in. The Rough Around the Edges dropped same day, tap in, man, run it up.
I don't know nobody who dropped 3 projects in one day. That's being different as well. That's why we say 3612 is 3 albums, 12 tracks on each album. You know what I mean? Equals 36 songs. You can put it in shuffle, listen to all of us, you know what I mean? Or you can choose one at a time, man, whatever you want to do. But I did a hot seat takeover, which is another thing you can do on my show, where you can do a live listening session on my show. For that 1 hour. It's all about you. And we played the albums in an hour and some change, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't even think it was a full hour. It was but anyway, the album's not even 40 minutes, so you can get through it in a day. We played a minute and a half of each song, and we got through everything. You feel me? So please go run it up, man. I shouldn't even be saying please like that, but like check your boys out, bro. Like I'm worth it. He's worth it. We worth it. We've been working for a very long time. I've been writing music since I was 9 years old. I'm well into my 30s, so just think about that. You feel me? And I got a lot of knowledge, and I'm pouring out my life on both albums. And Gunnz is letting you know from the gate, man, if I wouldn't have, lost my pops when I was 7, life would be different. If my granny wouldn't have died and went to heaven, if the drug
If the drug epidemic wasn't such a deception.
Yeah,
you know
man.
What I'm saying?
Like if the 80s wouldn't have brought crack in, life would be different. You know what I'm saying? For a lot of us. You know what I mean? And that's just the reality. Like that's on Granny Name. That's Rough Around the Edges, and that's Scholar Music, man. We doing our thing. And we represent Vegas to the day that we die, bro. I don't care. You can
every
take
day,
me out
all
of Vegas,
day.
but you can't take the Vegas out of
Every
me.
day, all day, man. It's Las Vegas, 530 on social, baby.
Every side of town. You feel me? Like, yes, I'm from the west side. You know what I mean? Specifically, Lake Mead, Cary, you know what I mean? H Street, D Street, Inglestead. But the point being is that Vegas is our home. And I moved away from Vegas a few times in my early 20s. And ain't nothing like this city, bro. And yeah, after the pandemic, things are a little weird. You know, it's not fully 24 hours everywhere. You feel me? But the way we make money here, the way we can make a living here,
24/7, 365.
the way the black folks are together here, regardless of what y'all may think or see, we're united, bro. We've been united for a long time with these housing complexes like Berkeley Square, like the J&J Apartments, like Regal Estates, like Valley View. You know what I mean? Like like the Heights. Like these places are filled with African Americans. You know what I mean? And we own our property. We own our home. You know what I mean? So like we've been living in black excellence for forever. Shout out to Twix, Black Excellent. You know what I mean? Like it's a lot of us. Shout out to you.
Thank you, man.
You know what it is, podcast, bro. This is ridiculously dope. There was a time where we didn't have this. You know what I mean? Like we couldn't find nobody to get interviewed with, and you definitely not going to 97.5.
Right.
You know what I mean? And not definitely not 98.5.
No, not at all.
That's why I started out at 88.1. Like they are the first to play my music on air and put me in rotation. They're the first to let me get that 10-minute interview. You know what I mean? If I couldn't make it down, they let me call in. They want to know what I got new, what's popping, what's good. You feel me? So very thankful to 88.1 FM. You feel me? So, bro, black excellence slipping all through Vegas, man. And that's just the reality of it. Come down, check it out, and see what we do, man. A lot of black businesses are flourishing out here.
Yes, sir, man. I want to thank my guests for coming through. I want to thank everybody in the building, man. This has been another You Know What It Is episode.
Hey.
And we will catch y'all later.
Thank you, brother.